very easy. Our association, which represents the pool and spa industry, not just in New Jersey, but across the whole Northeast, has a foundation that's dedicated to raising funds to deliver more swim lessons to as many children as possible. And that's actually an expanding demographic. A kid that doesn't learn how to swim becomes an adult that doesn't learn how to swim. We're seeing more and more engagement with our national partners writing grants for special needs communities that don't have access to pools or need certain types of specialized training. We work very closely with two national grant writing foundations, Step Into Swim through the Pool and Hot Tub Alliance, and Every Child a Swimmer, which is based out of Florida, and are dedicated to bringing more opportunity to learn to swim here in the Northeast. When Judy reached out about what was happening, pulling all of these constituency groups together, NESPA immediately said, how can we help? The pool and spa industry is only one piece of what water is out there that creates an opportunity for drowning. We want to make sure that we're not just doing our part around the pool, but we're contributing to the total comprehensive plan for the entire state. There's so many great partners here. I know around pools we talk about layers of protection, and the whole idea there is that there is no one silver bullet that can prevent a tragedy. So you've got to have multiple layers and barriers to prevent access to swimming pools. That's what we see here, is there's no one group, one person, one organization that can solve this problem. It's going to take everybody that's involved with swimming, everybody that's involved with the water, coasts, lakes, pools, all included. So NESPA's here to help. We're continue to help. We want to be part of the implementation, and anything that's needed going forward, count on our support.
Thank you, NESPA and Dominic. Next up, I would like to introduce the Executive Director of the Zach Foundation. This also would not be possible. The Zach Foundation was the catalyst of the New Jersey Swim Safety Strategy, and I am happy to announce Megan Fierro.
Thank you, Kate, and thank you to the board who has done tireless work over the course of the last several years to ensure that New Jersey is the third state in the United States to have a state water safety strategy. Following California and Hawaii, it's so exciting to be here in New Jersey today to see all the work that you all have done come to fruition. You've heard today that drowning is an important public health injury that we need to work on preventing. Drowning is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4, and the second leading cause of death for children under the age of 14. We know that drownings spike every year leading into the 4th of July holiday. So as we head into that holiday in a few weeks, we want to urge parents, caregivers to understand that they are the first layer of defense in preventing their children from drowning. We want to encourage adults and teenagers to wear life jackets when they're in open water, when they're boating, when they're in lakes, in rivers. We want to ensure that parents and caregivers are thinking about water safety strategies as they head into these summer months. As we think about why do we need a strategy here in the state of New Jersey? In 2014, the World Health Organization recommended that every country develop its own water safety strategy or drowning prevention plan. Some countries came to the table with that idea right away, and others were a bit slower, like the United States. So in 2019, stakeholders from across the United States came together to begin working towards the development of the first ever U.S. National Water Safety Action Plan, which was published in July of 2023. So here we are, less than 2 years later, looking at New Jersey having followed in the footsteps of the National Action Plan and releasing its first state strategy. The strategy that has been referenced today is filled with resources, recommendations, guidelines, and the identification of gaps that exist that need further evaluation and assessment. So as you think about what you can do to ensure that your family, that your community is safe this summer, look to NJSSA and figure out how you can bring this state-based strategy to your community, figure how you can convene stakeholders from your community, how you can support the work of NJSSA, and I just want to say a special thanks to Kate for all the work she has done to make this strategy a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan and the Zach Foundation. Next up, I would like to introduce the two main authors of the strategy and board members of NJSSA, Chuck Warner and Judith Lebline-Josephs.
Thank you all for being here today, and for everybody that's watching. I would like to tell you a little bit about the process that we went through in creating this strategy. 5 years ago, it became extremely apparent that with all the organizations that influence water safety in New Jersey, we were absent a singular, strong voice to advocate for the reduction of what seemed to be, for at least 20 years, according to the CDC, 65 to 70 drownings year after year in the state of New Jersey. The devastation of these losses and many more debilitating injuries has been felt by families and friends around the state. People that might have helped find the cure for cancer, people that might have helped lead us to world peace, people that might have parented noble children are gone needlessly. And so to create that voice, some of the leaders around New Jersey got together and created a 501(c) nonprofit organization called the New Jersey Swim Safety Alliance. We solicited information from California. We had the help and support of the Zach Foundation, the ASG partners, and Matthew Barnes to help guide us to start working on this strategy. In 2023, we conducted our first ever New Jersey Water Safety Summit with over 100 leaders from various water safety groups in New Jersey. And in 2024, we had our second summit with even more leaders from around the state. With the help of the Northeast Spa and Pool Foundation, Judith and I created a first draft of the strategy, and then we employed Eric Fluet to be able to help us edit and make it into a more readable document. The New Jersey Water Safety Strategy is intended to be both a guide and resource for municipalities, institutions, individual leaders. It's an effort to bring coordination and collaboration to the many wonderful organizations that teach swimming, educate parents, conduct wonderful, joyous activities at our thousands of waterfronts around the state. We appreciate everyone watching, everyone in attendance. We believe we are on our way to reducing drowning by 30% or more by 2030. In this world today, we face so many different challenges, looking for solutions, looking for answers. We know the answer to this problem, and it's in this strategy, in this document. We can make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. I'm the Judy that Dominic can't seem to say no to. If I could just get my husband to act that way, life would be a lot easier. Thank you all for coming. Here it is, man. Here it is. Over 200 collaborators, years of work. It's like wrangling cats or kindergartners. It was really difficult because everybody was filled with such passion that came to each one of the Garden State summits. And we worked together to get this done. Many of us have seen a lifeless child on the deck of a pool. We never want to see it again. If you've been involved in a rescue like many of you have been, you never want to see it again, and that's what we are all about. Each one of you doing great work in your own silos, coming together as one major voice, and we believe, since we've been spending many days down in Trenton testifying on, we think the time is now. The time is now, and it's seen here in this room. So very quickly, the National Water Safety Plan challenged us. Don't you challenge Jersey people, because we are going to do it. And we are the third state. We tried to beat out Hawaii, but oh, aloha. And we are grateful. New Jersey is a very diverse community. Also, our water aquatic venues are so very diverse. So we couldn't just go with the national plan. It had to be specific. It had to be Jerseyfied, and it is in this document. And in the back of this document, unlike any of the other ones that are underway or any of them that have been published, we are crowing about the incredible work that's being done by individuals like Connie, like Curly, like everybody in this room. So thank you and keep up. Now, what's in it? Right? This is what this is all about. What's in it? So we are so unique, so the document had to be unique. And after 2 years of hard work, we came down with 6 strategies, 6 major strategies, and how to get them done to reduce drowning in the Garden State. The first is data consolidation. That is a problem in every state. It's too late, too much, too little. And we need better data consolidation. There is more required of medical emergencies for things that are much more minor than drowning, and we have to identify it clearly so we can have the right statistics. So data consolidation, swim safety awareness. We want to be as top of mind as Stop, Drop, and Roll and all the other slogans out there for helping people stay safe. Drowning prevention. We want to be the leader in drowning prevention and work with all of the collaborators to make sure that happens. Lifeguard training and development. Every one of you are aware of recent lifeguard shortages. We want to consolidate all of our efforts and collaborate to get more lifeguards trained and to get our lifeguards, especially our lifeguards as first responders, to have the honor and to be cared for like they are. So very vital to saving lives. We also have the 5th one, which is sustaining and financing the mission. Dominic, there's lots of work to be done and lots of money needed to do this. And we have appealed to the state of New Jersey because we are doing their work. We are doing God's work, and we're making it better to be a visitor, a resident, or a guest here in the Garden State. And the last, most important, and you see it here today, collaboration. When we knew we had to have this press conference, I'm saying who, where, and it's Major Richard Sanchez and his crew that made this happen today. And we thank you, Major, for all the work that you're doing. For the underserved community, most especially, we thank you and we join you in that effort. So those are the 6 main strategies. I won't keep you longer. I'll be happy to talk to any of you about it. But just remember that we want to save our families in New Jersey from a terrible experience through the work created by the New Jersey Water Safety Strategy. And we want to remember not only those who have passed, but those that have lingering illnesses for the rest of their lives. That not only has a cost on the families, but it has a cost of every one of us that live here in New Jersey. So this is it. It is an exciting day mixed with great pleasure, happiness, and a little bit of sadness too, but great inspiration. So there will be an opportunity to meet some of these great leaders that are in the room. I do see our good friend Danielle Clemens just arrived from the Department of Health Bathing Code. Thank you, Danielle, for your hard work and support throughout this. It couldn't be easier to deal with these folks. They're passionate people. Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right. All right, next up, we're welcoming back Linda Tower.
I really don't want to follow Judith, but I do want to make sure to call out the partners who specifically helped us with the strategy. We had the Zach Foundation, New Jersey Recreation and Park